To roll into this WMX race, and of course taking a look at point standings in this, it is kind of a tight one. We got Kylie Fosnaught only 2 points out of the championship points race there, with Jordan Jarvis with 135 and Kylie Fosnaught with 133. Gate is down on this one. We'll pick up the whole shot in just a moment. Shelby Rowland sits third in points as far as this is concerned. She has 97. She also has her first win that she established earlier this year. Jordan Jarvis grabbing the early lead in this one on the Yamaha. Jarvis out of Clayton, North Carolina, the Yamaha Blue Crew Triangle Cycles Fox EBR Performance back machine.
Is that Hannah Hodges coming in that second position right there, I believe. Can't quite get a read on that number plate, but it looks like, yeah, that might be Hannah. I believe it is. Going to the inside now on the 10 Commandments. One of our Honda riders going through the middle lines, and now we are 3 wide through the 10 Commandments now, and Jordan Jarvis still in command so far, working her way up and over that anthill back into Storyland. Jordan Jarvis trying to take advantage of a clear track.
While they get it all sorted out, we'll take a look at the field. The number 2 is Shelby Rowland from Blaine, Tennessee on an RM Suzuki Army machine. The 14, Brittany Major out of Preston, Connecticut on an FXR Factory Connection Honda. The 27, Cheyenne McGuinn out of Springfield, Virginia. Jarvis again on the Blue Crew Triangle Cycle machine. The 49, Jamie Osadillo out of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. The 80 of Carrie Killebrew out of Kingston, Oklahoma. The 83, Cassie Belcher from Madisonville, Tennessee. The 87, Autumn Rodman from Noble, Oklahoma on an OMC Amsoil TDM machine. 92, Alexis Foriantino out of Knoxville, Tennessee. 95, Brinsley Diaz from Orlando, Florida. She's on a Suzuki. 159, Morgan Johnson from Inland, South Carolina on a Yamaha, backed by 8 Graphics and O'Neill. 160, Samantha Farr from Lewisburg, North Carolina on the North Carolina Motorsports Park JV Racing Yamaha. 172, Hannah Hodges from DeLand, Florida on a Team Green Monster Energy Kawasaki. The 195, Samantha Peters from Wheat Ridge, Colorado on an ART suspension machine. 231, Bryce Martinez from Bronson, Michigan on a Babbitt's machine. 317, Amanda Henderson from St. Clair, Michigan on a Babbitt's Kawasaki. The 735, Felicia Webb from Ouray, Colorado on a Yamaha. The 817 of Jaden Carlson from Troy, Michigan on a Yamaha.
Wow, that was a mouthful, Rodney.
Yeah, it was.
And right now, as they made their way through the finish line on lap number 1, Jordan Jarvis having a 1.7 second advantage over Hannah Hodges. Jamie Osadillo in that 3rd position. Shelby Rowland rounded the first lap in 4th position, while the 5th spot went to Autumn Rodman. Samantha Farr comes across the line in 6th. 7th goes to Bryce Martinez. Brinsley Diaz in that number 8 position, while 9th goes to Samantha Peters. Carrie Kilbrew in the number 10 spot. Casey Belcher in the 11th position. Brittany Major in the number 14 spot. Alexis Fiorentino 13th. Jaden Carlson 14th. Felicia Webb 15th. And Morgan Johnson 16th position after lap number 1. Now, lap number 2, we get our first full lap. Get a look at these lap times, see exactly where we're at as far as current lap times in comparison with the rest of the day. So right now, we've got a little bit of a battle going on up front at number 172, trying to find some different lines and actually losing some spot right now. Hannah Hodges trying to get up there and put a check on Jordan Jarvis, not able to do so, and in the meantime caught her foot in a couple different ruts and got herself slowed up just a bit. But we know Hannah Hodges, she's going to search every line on this track, going to find some good lines, going to follow Jarvis for a minute, and probably remount an attack here in just a moment.
Well, Jarvis, as you said, out front, and Hodges, they got a great battle going on. But the one name that I don't see out here today, and that might be due to injury, I haven't heard, and Jason, you might know a little bit more about that, the defending champion, the Kylie Fosnaught, the number 1.
Yeah, I'm curious about the same thing. I was expecting to see her roll it out today like she did last year, but I have not seen her.
Well, there was only a 2-point difference between Jarvis and Fosnaught whenever we came into this round of racing, believe it or not. And Jarvis, or Fosnaught not being here, at least showing up on this first lap of racing, kind of shocking at the same time.
She wasn't in practice either, Rodney, so I've got to imagine there's an injury there. I'll find out when we go down to the podium, see what happened to our defending champ, Kylie. So it is Jordan Jarvis's week in so many ways, leading here. Won a championship in the 12-plus amateur division earlier this week at the ranch.
Oh, nice, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and looking potentially at a win here in the pro division. Hannah Hodges keeping her honest, though. It's close, only 2 seconds.
Yeah, you never count that 172 machine out. And Jamie Ostadio as well, that number 49, Shelby Rowland on the number 2 machine. All these ladies extremely experienced. They've raced each other for quite some time now, and they all know what it takes down here. They all know right now that this is Moto number 1. It's a different track than they've ridden all season. As a matter of fact, a lot of them have never been to the ranch. For sure. Yep. So right now, it's going to be critical these first couple laps.
Rolling is rolling. Rolling up.
Yeah, checking it out. She was battling up, rolling up on 3rd place, Jamie Ostadio, who celebrated graduation with on-track schools last night. And, of course, Ostadio trying to keep that machine ahead. 2:14 lap time last time around. Rowland turned to 2:12. There was 0.083 seconds between them. So 100ths of a second that separated them, and there's still the battle that wages on through this 3rd lap of racing. So Ostadio stepping up to the challenge. Rowland now still trying to put more of a challenge on.
Well, it was a challenge, but Rowland in that triple back in Storyland faced one of the jumps. I cannot believe she recovered that quickly. She's got to be in some kind of shape, man. You hit a hard landing like that, it saps the energy, but look, she is re-energized and going back after Ostadio here for 3rd.
Well, this is a 3rd place position in the overall championship for Shelby Rowland. If you look at the point standings right now, she, I believe, has 97 points, and with the absence of Fosnot and 2 Moto scores today, 2 strong scores today, could loft her up into a 2nd place overall position. And then that would mean when Fosnot does return, it would be a battle for 2nd place, I'm quite sure, with Shelby Rowland.
Look at Shelby Rowland accelerate out of that corner. She had been until this point using those inside lines, and at one time Jason Wygant was side by side, really thought she had the pass made. Got hung up in one of those ruts just a bit, but I tell you, throwing everything at her but the kitchen sink, not following one bit, using every line on the course, do what's necessary. Shelby Rowland trying to get around that machine.
Great battle for that 3rd place spot. Rowland, like I said, she's got to be in some sort of shape when she's hitting some of these bumps and just shrugging it all off. Oh, well, she has a line dialed in here.
Well, you talk about her conditioning. I can say one thing. I know I have seen her at several GNCCs this year, so that might be due in part to her conditioning here, especially in the late week of Loretta Lynn's. Again, not been hot all week, but this is a warm day today for these girls.
There, the inside line one more time. This time makes it stick. Shelby Rowland passed Jamie Ostadio going into the 10 Commandments. Ostadio trying a little bit different line out there. Going inside, Rowland gave up a bit of momentum, but able to make it through that wedge real quick there at the anthill. So Rowland trying to put a few bikes right now on Ostadio.
Woo! Good race for 3rd. Meanwhile, Jarvis getting away from Hodges. 6 seconds is the gap between 1st and 2nd. Wait a minute. Rowland a mistake in those ruts. Here comes Ostadio. You want another woo? Here it comes.
Yeah, Ostadio getting used to those inside ruts right there, and one more time getting hung up. Next thing you know, Shelby Rowland uses that inside line, gets hung up, and here we are once again, knobby to knobby.
Autumn Rodman is next on the order behind Rowland and Ostadio. Then Brinsley Dias, Samantha Peters, Bryce Martinez, Carrie Killebrew, and Samantha Farr round out the top 10. Brittany Matcher comes through next. Jaden Carlson, Cassie Belcher, Alexis Florentino, and Amanda Henderson. That is your top 15.
One other position to keep an eye on, I think, Jason, we ought to watch Autumn Rodman, the 87 in 5th place, and Brinsley Dias, the 95. If you look at the gap, 1.9 seconds. The tail of the clock is that Dias was 1.8 seconds faster than Rodman the lap before, so that could get to be a pretty interesting race, as well as Rowland continues to fend off Jamie Ostadio. Oh, maybe for the moment, as we come into this final turn, Ostadio trying to strike back, but looks like Rowland going to maintain the number 3 spot, as it looks like Captain Woody back in the air. Our Red Bull live drone footage captain out there, and of course great shots as they head around the billboard.
That guy's awesome, Captain Woody. He's amazing, dude.
This is an amazing battle. I mean, every time you think Rowland has it covered or Ostadio's about to make the pass, it flips. Rowland was able to catch her and pass. This is the largest gap we've seen between the two of them. Through the twisties, Rowland finally able to get away, but it has been wheel to wheel for a while. Jordan Jarvis has stretched it to 9 seconds over Hannah Hodges, so she is checking out our leader on the Triangle Cycles Yamaha Blue Crew machine. backed by EBR Performance, Scranton Craftsman, Monster Energy, Pro Moto Billet, MX Antics, and Mom and Dad.
Here she comes again.
Yeah.
Again.
Ostadio, now she stood the bike up, Weege, and that let Roland get away for just a second. But look at this. Going to use the momentum. Going to go to that inside again. Oh, caught a fork leg, Jason, I believe, down in that rut. I believe caught her front wheel, maybe the disc. But something grabbed the handlebars. You could see them noticeably move. But right now, going to remount another attack. We were talking about the conditioning of Roland and how tough she was. I'll tell you right now, Ostadio just bringing it today and impressing me with her toughness as well.
Boy, this has been a torrid battle for a podium. Remember, it's different here. Pro racing is a two-moto format, so the overall would determine at the end of the day. Roland, that just looks like it's fun. Doubling through those sand rollers.
It does.
No question.
Right?
No question.
You know, and I was just taking note of that, watching this track develop today, and we watched, and as rough as this track looks today, it's amazing how different type of rough it is than what it was those first few days. The bumps, though they're big and they're rough and not as deep and they're not as big that coming through the short chutes over there, but the sweeper turn obviously developing into these big roller sections is basically what it's turned into.
You talk about doubling through those rollers back there.
Yeah.
I went back there and stood and watched Masterpool come through there.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. I believe I watched the single fastest passes of the day by a 125.
Has to be.
That guy come through quicker than any of the 450B classes, whatever. I mean, this guy was rolling on that 125.
Rolling right now is Jordan Jarvis, and this would be big in so many ways because we do not have Kylie Fosnock in action today. Jarvis could be looking at the points lead. 2 points up on Fosnock right now, but that would be a big shakeup if she can pull away, score max points today. That's going to be everything she needs to get this championship. Back to the battle. Rolling on the number 2. And Astadio right behind, and I mean right behind. Astadio has been working this outside line through the 10 Commandments, past the commanded corner. Let's see how it goes. One rider is off the machine, but getting back on. That looked like the 317 of Amanda Henderson. Does the pass? Oh, I thought we had it. Roland wouldn't let it happen.
Unbelievable, Weege, I'm telling you. Woo. Incredible effort on behalf of both of these ladies. I tell you, the bottom line is Roland has it, Osadio wants it, and they're going to fight for this thing all the way to the end, man.
Yep, looking for podiums. You know there's a little extra motivation when it's a battle for third. Hodges now 11 seconds behind Jarvis, your leader. Jarvis going to have maybe the best Loretta's she's ever had. She's won titles here before, but this year she was able to do it pretty cleanly. Didn't have to worry about too much pressure. And then to go out and top it on a Saturday in WMX.
Who's down in the whoops?
Yeah, somebody is down, and now they're deep in the lap traffic.
But wonder, could that be a leader or a lapper? We're about to find out here as they work their way back in to the midsection of this course. Weeks are going to come down to that Thor sweeper here in just a moment around the Lake Polysport. So we're going to get a timing and scoring update. We're going to find out exactly who that was.
Ostadio still keeping the heat on this rider, the number 2 of Shelby Rowland on the Suzuki out of Blaine, Tennessee. Part of the RM Army, backed by Iron Pony, Motorsports, Fox FMF, Weisco, Recluse, Comedic, and south of the border, Ostadio right there again.
Wow.
Time running out in this moto.
So Jarvis, Hodges, Roland, Osadio, it must have been a back marker that went down. It was not one of our leaders.
Yep, no change in the running order. Jarvis continuing to stretch it. I was talking to Brad Jones from our television crew, NBCSN. We'll have our Loretta Lynn's television coverage coming your way in October and November. So be sure to tune us in. That's October 3rd and November the 11th on NBCSN, or just follow all the hashtags of hashtag Loretta Lynn MX, and we'll give you all the info as the show dates come. He's got a really cool feature that he's working on with Jordan Jarvis, and she's going to be pretty happy, a happy camper in the campground if she can hold on. Meanwhile, this battle, it's never going to stop, Megawatt. This battle will not end.
Hey, that's the kind of battle we love, the never-ending battle. Trying to see right now, I see the 2-lap card laying down there. I do not see the card or the flag, so.
Astadio finally able to make that line work. Woohoo!
Go to the well enough times and you'll find water, dude. I can tell you that.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, that was maybe 4 laps in a row outside of the 10 Commandments. She makes it happen. Roland, we'll see if she can bounce back. Our leader just came by. That's the 30. I just saw her out of the corner of my eye from the tower. Jordan Jarvis checking out.
Yeah, Jordan Jarvis looking at 15.47 over Hannah Hodges, and then, of course, Roland and Osadio. But my goodness, holy cow, what a battle we have witnessed. You know, we talk about professional motocross. We're watching our ladies professionals right now. We still have some great rounds coming up in Lucas Oil Motocross. We still have the Ironman National, the Unadilla National, the Budds Creek National. So still a lot of exciting racing going on in our Lucas Oil Outdoor Motocross National Series. So right now, trying to get a check on exactly where we're at in this moto. Not sure if this is a plus 2 lap race. Might be 15 minutes plus 2 laps, not exactly sure. Weege, what are we looking at as far as our time? So it's a plus 1 race. Okay, I thought it might be a plus 2. So 15 plus 1. So we're right there at the near conclusion of this race, that's for sure. So 15 minutes plus a lap puts us right there at the end of this moto. So looking for that white flag to come out maybe next time around. In the meantime, Jason Wygant be headed down to the Race Tech Podium for our podium presentation for these fast ladies, actually the fastest ladies on the planet. After 7, Jordan Jarvis 18.3 ahead of Hannah Hodges. Another 40 seconds or so back to Ostadio and Roland. But man, oh man, what a battle we have witnessed between the number 49 and the number 2. Absolutely amazing. This time around, 0.568, the gap between those two riders. Those two ladies managed to stay within half a second of each other after 15 full minutes of racing. Waiting for that 15-minute plus 1, waiting to see, is that white flag flying right now? Looks like our official score has reached. Yes, the white flag is out now. So the number 30 of Jordan Jarvis on her final lap of Moto number 1. Professional racing for the first time here at Loretta. Professional motocross, let's put it that way, here at the ranch. Hannah Hodges looking to come through in that second position, the number 172. There she comes right now, makes her way underneath the finish line banner. This time 21 seconds off of the pace. Ostadio still raging out there in a battle with Shelby Rowland. That number 49 KTM should be coming into sight any moment. As a matter of fact, I see Rowland right now, not seeing Ostadio. Another Kawasaki coming into sight here. See exactly who that is. That's our number 317 machine, I believe. Yep, 317, Amanda Henderson. She's in the 12th position currently. And Captain Woody on it with the drone coverage, making us look good. Racer TV fans, you are experiencing a treat like I've never seen right now with first-time drone coverage down here at Loretta Lynn's. White flag now, as we mentioned. Waiting for 3rd and 4th place to come through. Should be seeing them just about any moment. And there they come right now. That is the 49 of Jamie Ostadio. Shelby Rowland able to recapture that position and stay in that number 3 position. Off of the pace now dramatically. Ostadio now coming through, taking that white flag. So not sure if there was a soil sample or something wrong with the bike, but body position tells me Ostadio has a problem. Just about half a lap left in this one. There comes our leader back through the beach right now. After the conclusion of this race, we're going to have, let's see here, looks like our Super Mini 1 12-16, going to be followed by 250B Senior 45 plus, girls 11-16, and our second WMX 2 Moto. So just about closing time here at the ranch, Rodney. Another couple wires of racing, about 4 or 5 more championships ahead out. And it's time to hit the dusty trail, my friend.
Wow, you know, the mass exodus has already began. I know on my way back down there from top of the hill a few moments ago when I went to turn right, and come down the hill. I didn't even have to look to my left because all the traffic was coming from my right. So I just eased right on down the road here. But wow, yeah, what a week, you know. The mass entrance that we saw there last weekend, a week ago. Well, everybody made their way in. Here we are now with the conclusion of it all and conclusion of Moto number 1 of our WMX.
I tell you, what an amazing battle between Shelby Rowland and Jamie Ostadillo. When you take a look at Rowland now, Rowland has the similar body position and posture that we saw from Ostadillo a second ago. These ladies absolutely spent from that battle. Rowland should be coming into sight. There she is right now, making her way around Lake Polysport.
I'm telling you what, this is a banner week. You cannot script things to go better than this. For any rider, she's got to be happy. Solid performance here in Moto number 1. We'll get these interviews so the riders can go back and get ready for Moto number 2. Going to be a quick turnaround, but Moto 1 belongs to the number 30 of Jordan Jarvis. It just seems like everything's clicking for you this week, whether it's the amateur class or right here today.
Yeah, everything's going great this week. I love the track, I love the sand, I love how rough it gets, and I'm so glad I got to come back this year.
Yeah, and how different is it, by the way, on a Saturday? You get different competition, the track I'm sure has changed. Anything you learned that you can apply, or is it totally different today?
That's easier when you get a whole shot. No, I mean, it's pretty much the same for both days. They both get really rough. Yeah, definitely different competitors, but I'm coming out here to show everyone what I can do, and I'm working towards it.
Definitely doing it right now. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Yamaha, Triangle Cycles, Fox, FMF, EVR Performance, Recluse, Monster, Scott, Dunlop, Pro Taper, Pro Moto Billet, Traction, Cycra, Blood Liquid. Everybody, thank you so much. I couldn't have done any of this without you.
All right, congratulations. Let's hear for the number 30 of Jordan Jarvis. And they're going to hand over a Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. Why not? We actually had it planned for all our amateur classes, but Tim Clark and everyone at Bell Helmets said, let's do it for WMX. So an extra $100. That's awesome for the number 30. JJ Jordan Jarvis. We'll take the second place finisher. What the heck? Let's do a photo. I'll give you the big one. There you go. Yeah, you take the, yeah, exactly. She wants the big money. So Jordan Jarvis rolling, and as she said, what you learn is a whole shot really makes life a lot easier. I'm going to bring up the second place finisher in this Moto, and like I said, I'll give these riders a chance to cool down and get ready for Moto 2. Good clerical work here. Thank you for returning that. Let's bring up the number 172. She's still in contention for the overall. Should be a good showdown in the next one. Let's hear it for the Team Green rider, Hannah Hodges. Well, you've logged a lot of laps on this track yourself, but this year it was only until today. So how's it shaping up from your perspective?
It's definitely different than every year. I've never been on the sidelines during the week, so it was a big change for me. No excuses, just have some work to do. Hopefully we can dial a couple things in for the next Moto.
Who do you want to thank?
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. My mom and dad, Monster Energy, Team Green Kawasaki, Toilet Designs, Alpine Star, Scott, Pro Circuit, Renthal, Specialized, my mechanic Jake, Maxima, and anyone else I forgot. Thank you very much.
All right, Hannah Hodges, second place in WMX Moto number 1. And what a battle for third. I mean, what a battle. This is as hard-earned as a third-place finish is going to go. Her and Jamie Ostadillo duked it out for every single lap until the final one. She holds on for third. Let's hear it for Shelby Rowland. How do you have any energy left? You two left it all out there.
I don't. I was so tired, and normally my endurance is something that really helps me out. And I was feeling winded after the first couple laps, and I was like, get it together. And I just tried to really ride my own race. And she got back around me at one point, and I was like, all right, we're going to have to go a little bit faster. And I just put my head down, and I somehow made it happen. She's riding awesome, and I train with her and Jordan a lot, and it helps out, you know. And I'm glad we can come out here and have some clean, fun, hard battles.
Awesome. Anything left for Moto 2, though?
Definitely going to go back and regroup, maybe make a few suspension adjustments. Still wasn't quite happy with how the bike was handling, so maybe we can make some tweaks and be even better. I need to get a little better start, you know, like just, I was there, but I want to be like beside them or in front of them, so I think that would help out a lot.
Okay, who do you want to thank, Shelby?
First off, my mom and dad, they're amazing. They've been behind me for I don't know how many years. I couldn't do it without them. Suzuki, RM Army, Iron Pony Motorsports, Fox, 100%, Leah, FMF, Dunlop, WMX. They're out there every day working with me in the hot sun, and I can't thank those guys enough for what they do for me. Dunlop, Maxima, Wiseco, Cometic, Pro X, 560 Graphics, Sycra, anybody else I forgot, hopefully I'm up here to thank you guys the second moto. Thanks so much.
All right, let's hear it for Shelby Rowland, third place. Excellent job. They're proud of that effort. And that's it for our first moto of WMX. They have 2 hours between the start of Moto 1 and the start of Moto 2, so we'll be back.